If I had £1 for every time one of my partners said the devil's in the detail, I'd be comfortably off. But in the case of this budget, that's certainly how it looks. I'm still confused by which political party actually delivered it, as some of the prime measures have hit its own voters quite hard. I had expected changes to the dividend requirements, but the announcements made were not what I had had in mind. It would appear that giving a £5,000 free band for dividends will no doubt take a lot of taxpayers out of self-assessment. But for the majority of our business clients, there is an additional tax charge that's not going to be welcome. I've always told my clients that you don't pay tax on dividends as a basic rate taxpayer, as the company has taken care of the tax on that profit. No more, you now can. After the free £5,000, you'll be charged 7.5% as a basic rate taxpayer, and this will make the incorporation calculation much more difficult to justify on lower incomes. Whilst the notional tax credit has also disappeared, and in doing so lowered your income for tax purposes, the remaining rates for higher rates don't change, but without a tax credit, you end up paying more. Similarly, mortgage interest relief for buy-to-let landlords is being reduced to basic rate relief, which will have a huge impact on those who have a property portfolio with loans on them. Is this a little harsh? I don't see how you can make rental losses with interest rates at their current level, so if you are declaring this income, you're already contributing. Unfortunately, not everyone does declare this, and until HM Revenue customers are able to tell us that everyone is now within the tax environment, it seems unfair to punish those who are doing it correctly. There was a great deal of rejoicing on the Tory benches when the announcement of a living wage of £9 for the over 25 was made. Yet this appeared to be the sort of policy that Dennis Healey would have announced in the 1970s. Hopefully businesses will be able to absorb this rate into their costings to allow jobs to be created. It's suggested that the corporation tax cut will go towards covering this, but 1% of 20% is a lot less than 1% of 100%. We all want to see people working rather than claiming benefits, but if costs don't allow that, how do we make it fit? Only time is going to tell whether George got this right. On top of this, the employer's allowance for national insurance has been increased from £2,000 to £3,000, but not for the single-man company for whom it was apparently not originally designed. So if you're a contractor with a salary that matches the personal allowance, there will be a further hit to national insurance. Finally, some welcome news on capital allowances, or the annual investment allowance as it's now known. Currently £500,000, being reduced to £25,000 from 31st December 2015. However, the Chancellor has agreed that such a drop is ridiculous from an improved productivity point of view, and so we continue on at £200,000 rather than drop back to the £25,000. Many of my clients can breathe again, as the £25,000 was of no use to them whatsoever.